You're listening to the Uptown Girls podcast. I'm your host, Martina Barley. Let's talk.
I feel like I'm like back to school on the first day of school after summer vacation.
But I feel comfortable because I'm with you.
Welcome back to the Uptown Girls podcast. It's technically season 2, as they call it in podcasting. Yeah, it's been a long time. I have not done one of these. Well, I did one random one in 2024, the summer. But before that, our first main season was end of 2023 into early 2024. So I'm going to be rusty.
It's okay.
It's okay, right? So I have so many good guests lined up already. So
Yay.
that's part of why I'm like, okay, I can do this because there's so many good guests.
Yeah. We're kicking it off.
Well, the first guest being one of my best friends, Miss Mary Ferrauilo, almost Mary Albano.
Yes.
Mary is a acclaimed hairstylist. I would say acclaimed, right? And content creator / influencer. Well, influencer, right? What would you call it?
Yeah, I like content creator.
Content creator is less douchey a little bit.
Yeah, so
you know?
it's less cringy or chuggy, as the kids say.
Is that a thing they say?
Chuggy.
I've never heard that.
Yeah.
So I just want to talk about your hair business, obviously, because you have a big hair following, because you've been doing hair since when?
Yeah, I've been doing hair since I was
A child.
born. Yeah. I think I've really been doing it since I was 15 or 16.
Yeah, where people
I
were
was
paying you for it.
Yeah, literally. I was doing people's bangs in the bathroom at high school.
Yeah.
I had the janitor on my side. She was like, "Are you going to be doing bangs this week?" I'm like, "Yeah." And she would sweep up the hair for me. It was so nice.
That's so cute.
So, I've been doing it for as long as I can remember, really. But my aunt and my grandpa had a salon. So I just grew up in the industry, as you know. But
So, yeah, we're going to talk about your hair business because, especially now, I would have to assume it's way harder to get as many clients. If you were just starting out today, it would be way harder because of social media. Okay, so let's pin that thought and start from the beginning.
Definitely.
Well, this question says, when did you realize you wanted to become a hairstylist? But I do think it's a valid question because just because it's in your family doesn't mean it's something you would automatically be interested in.
Yeah. I think it was just, again, during school, I was cheerleading and I was doing all the girls' hair for cheerleading. And it was just, I had this natural knack for it because I grew up around it. So it's I just simply always knew. And then I knew I had the opportunity at school to go into BOCES and get my license by 18. So I was super driven in that sense. I already, knew what the goal was and it was very achievable.
Yeah.
And I was good at it and people were really... they would really just allow me to play with their hair. People just trusted me off the bat. I don't know what it was. I think I was just confident with it.
It's that, but it's also your personality. I think a big part of being a good hairstylist is just simply your personality.
Yeah. And tying back to what you were saying about social media, I do think that that's a big difference nowadays. People want to see who's behind the chair, who is doing this. And that's a big difference where when I grew up, it was who you saw at school doing what, and it was catalog books that I would make online with Shutterfly.
Of hair you did.
Of hair I've done.
And you printed it out and brought it to school.
Yeah.
We're old.
My Hair by Mare books,
You had
they were
physical
iconic.
books. Yeah, you did.
Mainly when I started working at Regis, but they were that was on social media.
Your first real job doing hair was at Regis Salon at Marketplace Mall.
Yeah. I worked with my aunt.
Yeah.
For a few years, and she really taught me everything. And then I started working at Regis with Lisa, who I think you know, my friend from Houston. She was a mentor for me. So she kind of took my hand and walked me through all that. So that was very lovely. And that's when my career genuinely started.
So you got a lot, your first clients were a lot just your friends.
So many of my friends and through Old Navy and
Mary and I also used to work at Old Navy together, which was such a special fun time in our life.
Yes.
So the more people you met and just along the way, they became your clients.
Yeah.
Because it is pretty cool that we worked at Old Navy when we were 16 and you still have people now that we're in our low 30s.
Low.
You still have people that go to you from when we worked
from
there.
Old Navy. Yeah.
That's amazing. What's one hair trend you wish would disappear forever?
See, I'm kind of funny. I like certain trends. Like,
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, that stripy hair, that can stay. Like, stuff like that. Like, old trends, I still like. I don't mind a mullet.
Wow, really?
Yeah. But I feel like I didn't like the emo hair. Never liked it. Like, super. Like,
You had it, though.
I kind of
You
did.
had a really heavy side bang at one point. I mean, we all did.
We all did, yeah. Black hair, heavy side bang. Yeah, I feel like that really, like, I mean, it looks really good on some people, but I feel like there was a point where there were, like, tails and ears that were, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I
like,
do.
And then it was so separate from the top.
And also, like, it was black hair, whether you naturally had brunette hair or not. So you'd have, like, a blonde girl with blonde eyebrows and blue eyes, and she would have pitch black hair.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. So, yeah. I mean, there's modern ways to do that now that are better, but I feel like that look might never come back. Honestly.
Do you feel like there's less trends now as far as beauty goes? Because I kind of feel like there's not. I guess when we were younger, there was way more like extreme trends.
Yeah, I do agree with that. I think everything's like evolution and everything has evolved into certain things. And I feel like the, lived in look is what we have all evolved into, and it just fits our lifestyle. It looks very natural. I feel like that's something huge, but there's something to be said about the evolution of like the 80s to the 90s to the early 2000s, where we were doing such fun, crazy things with our hair, and like it just was such a sign of the times.
Yeah.
And I do feel like there's just this really natural element that girls like now. And
yeah, I always think about like if we look back at like the 70s when they had huge hair, or the 80s they did like all this crazy stuff, and people look back on it and they're like, oh my gosh, could you ever imagine doing our hair like that? I feel like we could look at your hair today in 50 years and still be like, oh, that looked beautiful.
Right. It's more timeless.
Is it just because that's what we're in now?
The tools and the irons and like the things like that.
Yeah.
So I feel like that's what I mean with evolution. Like it was like hairdressers that could give you a really good cut, where the cut was your style, because they knew that you weren't using anything at home.
Right.
And there were perm rods, right? If you were good at hair back then, it was like you could use perm or you could use rollers.
Yeah.
So I just think everything evolved. Like until there were straighteners, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It was these artistic tools and creations to make your hair look like art. And I do feel like it's a lost art now, sadly. But I do think the rollers are really coming back. Like girls are really bringing back like big bouncy blowouts, 90s kind of
where you
look.
would put rollers into it.
Yeah. But I think, it all evolved until we had straighteners and curling irons. And honestly, until YouTube videos. Yeah. Like now girls can do it at home. Girls aren't even getting their hair done for prom anymore.
What?
No, they're wearing it. They're wearing it like curly. They're using tutorials. They're doing heatless curls. Like, yeah, they don't come in and get like updos. I feel like weddings are the only like really formal style that I've been doing lately.
Do you prefer that, or do you like doing the formal style?
I'm happy for the girlies. Like, I'm happy that they're able to like do all that, because we used to spend a fortune on all that.
Only to end up hating it. Remember our junior prom?
Hating it.
You didn't go. Why didn't you go to our junior prom?
I did not go to junior prom because
you were
I simply
too cool for
didn't
school.
want to go. Yeah.
Yeah. But I remember going and getting my hair done, and they did such a bad job, and I didn't know what to do, and I called you and you fixed it.
Yeah. Yeah. That was crazy.
Wow. So they just do their own hair.
They just do their own hair or wear it
For
straight.
occasions. Even. Yeah.
Yeah. And they get their dresses from wherever now.
That's one thing I love about this generation. Who was I just talking at work, I think, where like when we were younger, like if you had like a knockoff brand of something, like an off brand, you were like a loser. And now it's called a dupe, and it's cool.
I know.
It's like,
I'm
look
so
at this
for them,
dupe.
honestly.
I know.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
They wouldn't even understand what we went through.
No.
Like, I'm
literally,
happy for them.
the world is so much nicer to girls now than when we grew up.
I agree.
I can't picture anyone like making fun of another girl at school these days.
I'm sure there's like ways that they do it, but they're just so chill now.
Yeah.
And it's like there's such a good side to it, but also, a not so great side to it. I mean, they're lucky that not everything is, hidden. Like with us, like we didn't have social media, nothing was shown. We could like get away with stuff. But everything is online now.
Yeah.
I mean, they don't want to be embarrassing. They don't want to do anything that's like reckless or crazy or like getting into like even their nightlife. Like they don't.
Yeah.
Go
Well,
to the
also
club,
too,
like,
how would you ever like sneak out now?
No. Well, they don't care to.
They don't care to, but there's like Ring cameras, their locations
that's what
on
I
their
mean,
phone. Yeah.
So they're just it's just so different. We can't even picture growing up like that. They're just so chill. with everything.
And it's also like cool to be nice now. Like it's cool to be nice to the kid sitting alone.
Right.
I feel like.
It is.
Okay. Tell me one client horror story. Now that we're just talking about how cool it is to be nice, now I want you to talk shit about someone.
Right. Literally. I mean, when I worked at Regis, I truly got to experience some crazy clients.
Because it was in Marketplace Mall, you think?
Yeah. And this really takes horror all the way home because this lady was crazy.
The fact that this is a story from Regis tells me how bad it is.
Yeah. She came in a lot. She would bring like a pendulum in and like she'd be like, do you know where your scissors are? Like my pendulum will find it. And like she started to get really kind of creepy and scary. And then when she broke up with me, she wrote me a like 7-page novel about why she had to stop coming to me. And it was really scary. And when I think of like one of my most horror stories of clients, like it was her. She was actually so scary.
What was it in the novel?
Well, she had like a header page. Like it was like a whole thing, but it was just little instances of when I was like late or this or that. And mind you, I was like 24. But yeah, I don't want to get too into it, but she was definitely it. She was very scary. She haunted me. So that's a true horror story.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. Okay. Well, this is like social media obviously is a big part of doing hair now. So doing like managing a hair social media is its own second content creation in addition to like your own personal. But you're also a real content creator where you're paid by brands to promote stuff on Instagram. So you're an influencer, whether we like the word or not. How do you balance you as a hairstylist and you as a content creator? Because they're both full-time jobs.
They really are. Thank you for that, because it really is like a full-time job.
Yeah.
I think when I sought out to get into it back in 2020, like I had a goal in mind and I was like, I know that consistency is the way to achieve what I'm looking for. I knew that like it was going to take a lot of practice, a lot of cringy moments, like a lot of stuff like that. So I feel like when I first sought out to do it, I was just like, I have to take this seriously. And I had a lot of help from my best friend Allie and her mom Paula. Like they were like, you need to, set out days. Like you're not going to be able to do things on Saturdays, or like when I first started, I was big on YouTube and I would do one video a week, like no matter what. So every Saturday or whatever day I had off, it was YouTube. And like I didn't get to do stuff. Like my friends would be like, "Do you want to hang out?" And I was like, "No," because I'm filming. And they would be like, "What?" Because I wasn't making money. I wasn't. I mean, it just didn't seem serious, and it wasn't, and it was definitely cringy. But like, fast forward almost 5 years later, it's like now I am getting these brand deals. I am taking it seriously, and it kind of fluidly works into my schedule because I'm better at it. So I just try and do my content on days that I'm off, and I'll block off a few hours in the morning. But it's hard to stay consistent with both. I mean, it's genuinely so hard. It takes so much effort and time and self-discipline. And like, sometimes you really don't know, like, is this going to flop? Is this good?
Yeah.
Like, do people care? Like, so in that regard, it's hard. And then I am working on my hair social media. I already have a full clientele. I'm not even taking new people, but I do feel like it's still important to kind of show up online for your business and like have a face to the name. So I'm working on that as well. And things I've learned throughout the last 5 years, trends and audio and all those things, I try to integrate into my Studio One account. So it's just a lot of balance. And I actually, sorry to all the girls I never answer. It's like I have so much going on. Sometimes I just forget to answer people, and I need to make time for that too, honestly.
Yeah. Well, they should be like me, and if you don't answer, just simply text again until she answers.
Yeah.
Just keep
literally. It's not. Yeah, you're not annoying me.
Yeah,
you're not annoying me. Just text me again.
So, what post? Because I think this is what every business owner wants to understand: what posts are actually going to get engagement? Well, engagement being likes, new followers, comments, any kind of action.
Well, it's different for everybody. So like for my account, I'm trying to get audience, obviously, eyes, For someone that owns a business, they might be looking for like people to click their website. Yeah. It kind of depends what analytics you're looking for. Like I just really want a community. I want like an engaged community with fashion, stuff like that. So for my personal like account, I guess I'm looking for, some trends. I'm looking to show some items that I'm going to like I don't even link stuff as much as I used to. I just don't want to be annoying, but I am just trying to get like a community of people that trust me in general. And then, you know, with my hair accounts, like I just want people to see the hair that I'm doing and like just eyes is what I want. So I'm just looking for community and eyes. So I guess it depends. Like, but for engagement, I mean, yeah, you want things to do well. I feel like whenever I wear red boots, this is so random, but I've noticed like I'll go through my analytics and like people love when I wear red boots.
Okay,
like,
so everyone trying to get more engagement, you need to wear red boots.
Yeah, it's so weird. Like all of my content that I'm wearing red boots skyrockets.
Do you have more than one pair of red boots?
Yeah, I do now.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's really cool, though.
Or even red shoes. It's weird. Yeah.
Well, it's obviously something about the color red.
Yeah, I think it just sticks out and people like it. Like on your For You page.
Yeah, red just simply commands attention.
It does. It's so true.
Actually, I want to go back to something you said that I say to our clients at Uptown a lot of times, which is like annoying people online. If a fence contractor is posting on Instagram every single day, do you think it's something you're really going to care about as an average consumer following them?
No.
So it's so easy to annoy people when you're a business.
Right.
So how do you like figure out the difference between I need to stay consistent and I'm posting too much, I'm annoying people and I'm losing followers?
Oh, it's so hard to find that balance because everything that you read online, it's like consistency, post once a day. Like Instagram literally says like post once a day. And it's hard. And I don't show up once a day. Like I, you know, barely post on stories once a day. It's just a lot. But I do feel like, you know, again, depending on what you're looking to do, I feel like, I mean, you know, this being in sales, it takes like sometimes people 7 times to see something before they actually purchase it. So I do feel like it's important to like keep showing up and almost be so in your face that they can't ignore you. And then they're going to be like, wow, like she's really like after this, like she really wants this. I think there's something to be said about that consistency. And like, if they don't like it, they can just unfollow. Yeah. You can't worry too much about that because if you do, you're not going to ever get anywhere. Yeah. So I feel like there's something to be said about someone that shows up every day for it, you know, has a schedule. And again, it just depends on what you're looking to do.
And every day could be a story. It doesn't have to, I mean, I guess Instagram's saying do a post.
Showing up every day could be a story.
I just think if you're posting like an anchor post, something that stays on your feed every single day, it's not genuine because you're not inspired 7 days a week with a new post.
I feel like you have to take, you know, into account what's actually doable for you in your schedule, where you can sit and focus on publishing that piece of content, taking the time to really go through it, make sure it's like worth it. You don't want to just like rush something just to get it up and have something. So I feel like, you know, it's so important to have a content schedule, which I'm trying to work on myself. But it is, especially for businesses, to have a content schedule because then at least you're like, okay, I'm going to show up every Monday, Wednesday, Friday. So Fridays, I'm going to post something about my marketing. Mondays, I'm just going to post a real life behind the scenes, like working on my business. Tuesdays, whatever. So I feel like if you kind of plan it out, it feels more organic because you have your pillars that you're working on. You're showing 3 separate things and it's not going to annoy people because it's going to be kind of different aspects of your life. Or if you're just posting a post every single day, oh, I'm just going to post this. Like, that's what stories are for. You want to post the random stuff to your stories, the like, you know, in-depth stuff, and have like an actual published post that you really thought about, especially with reels, to be, like you said, a static post or a reel on your feed.
I feel like it's hard when you make a schedule, or this is something we've struggled with before, when you make a schedule and then you want to stick to that schedule, obviously, especially if you have somebody else in your office or somebody else that's helping you create content. If you give them the schedule, let's say I give you the schedule for September and I say, okay, here's your schedule. This is what you're going to post in September. And then September 10th, something happens that's viral and everybody's posting it. If you don't give yourself room to post that on September 11th or September 12th, if you wait until October and say, okay, that was trending last month, so I want to make sure I work that in, it's not cool anymore.
Right.
So you have to leave some type of wiggle room with your content where you have like, okay, this is what we have planned for this day, but we might switch that out if there's something like trending and viral. So it's, I think, hard to balance what's trending and viral and like timely with I'm going to plan ahead and do everything.
That is my daily struggle.
Oh.
Yeah, thank you.
You're welcome.
No, it really is. And I'm sure a lot of business owners would agree with that in general. But I feel like you want to prioritize trends sometimes, but my take on trends is that those are not going to get you like a really engaged community of people that are going to stay. A trend is funny, they might watch it, but like the turnover where they're actually going to follow you is not usually huge. You're going to get some eyes, but it might not be as genuine as someone who's like, oh, like this is what they're actually offering. This is how it would change my life or help me. Like I'm going to follow along. They might laugh and move on.
Yeah.
You know, so you might get a reel that takes off and you get like 1 million views on it. But if you actually look at how many people followed you, it's usually not a lot. Like I've noticed that with mine. So again, fine line, prioritize that. You could look at the trend and be like, will this really like get me a lot of engagement, or is this going to help my business, or am I just doing it because it's a trend?
Yeah.
You know, and also like trends, I mean, what Instagram tells you with the trends is like they're really important to do, but also if it's being copied so many times, sometimes the algorithm doesn't push it out because it's not an original piece of content. So like if you're always just sticking to trends and just only doing trending stuff ever, Instagram's gonna be like, this person is always
they're a fraud,
copying other content. And it just doesn't push out as well. It's just true.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what they said. So, and everything's changing all the time.
Yeah. Well, Instagram and Google a lot too. Like, we don't give them enough credit that they recognize something that's genuine or not.
Yeah.
Like, I think
they do.
We're still stuck a little bit in like when we first learned SEO like 15 years ago, it was all about the keywords.
Yes.
And we need to follow this formula of keywords. And now it's like they don't want to see keywords. They want to see who you are, what you do, where you do it, why you do it.
Yep.
And they'll know you as a business and show you because of that versus because you shoved every keyword possible
Literally
into
so true.
stuff. But I want to actually go back to something. What is the most views you've ever gotten on one reel?
It was my mob wife one. I think it was like it's almost at like 6 million.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
I did get a lot of followers from that, but I think because it
That was
genuine.
true to you, yeah.
It was true to me.
You are a mob wife.
And I think that's the whole thing. They were like, oh, this girl's like actually Italian and all that stuff, like kind of, you know.
Yeah. Did you know, like, was that a trend at that time?
It was like, that was the best part of it, is it was on the up. So on the up.
You caught it at the right time.
I caught it, I mean, as it took off. I think my video was one of the first ones, and I actually used an audio from a girl in New York who was also like a true, like...
Mob wife.
And I thought her audio was really funny. She had barely anyone that had used it, but I just thought it was great and funny, and kind of, I was like, oh, this is a trend that is true to me. I'm going to use this audio. And then her audio took off. And at that time, whoever was like the first few people to use a new audio showed up. So when people looked at the audio, my video was there. So hers was first as the original artist, and then mine was like second or third. So like I got all the views from her audio taking off.
That's cool that you can look at it and pinpoint why you got so many views.
Yeah.
But you probably didn't know making that like, oh, this is going to get 6 million views.
When I tell you I filmed that, I was on my way to work. I was like, I'm fully ready. I'm just going to film this real quick in maybe 15 minutes. And then like later on, I looked at it and I was like, I need to edit this better. So I added like just a little like screen recording of me scrolling through Pinterest, like mob wife stuff. And I added that, little edits. And I think the video was just very interesting to watch. Like it was just quick, every 2 seconds, something different. And it was short. And again, the audio was like someone talking. So they were also listening. So I feel like, again, it was just a great combination video.
Perfect storm.
It was.
In a
It was
good
a
way.
perfect storm.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it just took off. So
Okay, tell me about a reel that you put a shit ton of work into that got like no views.
Ooh. Oh, so any content creator can agree. It's like always the ones that you put so much work into. Like it's just all the ones that you like put so much work into. Like I just said, that one took me 10 minutes and it took off. And I think I got like 15,000 followers from that. Yeah, it was crazy.
Wow.
And like they've all stuck with me. So,
Wow.
but I feel like yeah, a lot of videos that you do for a brand, they just do not perform well. Like, it's just weird.
Oh, really?
And I'm not talking like UGC and stuff like that. It's just more like...
Say what UGC is for somebody that doesn't know.
So UGC stands for user generated content. So that's the user generating content for a brand. So like you wouldn't have to post it to your page. You don't have to share it if you don't want to. They don't tag you. You're literally making like a little commercial for them. And I know a lot of girls that that's their main job. They don't even have their own social media page. They are literally UGC. So they get like retainers from brands, and that's pretty much how they make their income. So I've been like getting more into that. I want to do that too. But I feel like when I just take even a gifted item, someone's like, oh, I want to gift this to you, and you don't have to post about it. Our fun boys. Okay, yeah. Exactly. Actually, those videos performed really well.
Oh, they did?
Yeah.
I thought you were going to say horrible.
They performed really well. But yeah, like gifted stuff, I'll just make a cute little video about it. Like I just posted, that brand sent me 2 boots for my bachelorette.
Are they red?
Stuck at like, no, that's probably why. They're not red. Those are stuck at like no views. So I don't know. It's funny how that works. Like, you put more effort into something. And
remember, so we went to Ellicottville with a bunch of our friends, and Mary had the best idea for this reel where we played the song at the end of Grease. It's like, we go together. And we all walked out just like they do in Grease, like in our little couples, and we all did something. And we were like, this is going to go so viral. Everyone's going to be doing this with their friends. Would it have 500 views?
Yeah. It was like stuck. It took off right away. In our followers, like in our own followers. Yeah. But I noticed like it was like non-followers.
It was declined. You actually went backwards from that reel. Oh my gosh. Have you ever posted something that you were immediately like, oh my God, I regret this. I regret everything?
Oh my God, yes. So when Drake came out with the Kiki song, I like choreographed my own dance. But I didn't choreograph it. That was kind of the best part. Again, on the fly. Was it Joey or either my fiance or my brother was driving the car? And I don't know if you remember the trend. You like jumped out of the car. Okay. So I jumped out of the car and I just did this dance. And someone shared it and it got 100,000 views in like 2 hours. It was crazy. And I was getting so much hate.
Why?
People, because it went to the wrong audience, and it was all overseas.
They were like making fun.
It was so bad.
What were they saying?
They were saying like pancake ass, and what's funny is, I mean, everyone, like I have a bubble butt, like, and it was funny because the jeans I was wearing were like Abercrombie, like very straight, structured jeans, and it did kind of look like that, and it was. Oh my God, it was so bad. So anyway, I reached out to them and I was like, could you please delete that? But I actually regret that. That I learned a lot from that. I should have left it up.
What did you learn from it?
I learned that if you have a piece of content that's taking off, just keep it up. Like, even if you think that, like I posted it for a reason. Right. I didn't care who saw it. Like, if you post a piece of content to the internet, just leave it up. Like, unless it's, of course, you know, not good to be up, then you can take it down.
But what's the expression, all press is good press?
Yes, all press is good press. I wish I kept it up. I learned a lot from that.
Because if you're thinking about, okay, I want eyes on my page, that's eyes on your page.
I know. And I was young too. I was like, it had just started. Like, I think it was 2020. And that could have really taken, it would have been in the millions because it was one of the first Kiki videos to take up. So sometimes I've been ahead of the trend. Yeah. So that was another time, but I blew it. I had them take it down.
What do you think? Like, do you feel pressure to always be online?
Yeah, that's one thing. And like, I was just talking to one of my friends and she was like, Mary, you've actually stayed so consistent all these years. Like, you never stopped ever. Like, I've never taken a break from it. And I think that's how I know, though. It's like part of what I love to do. It's not just a hobby. Like, it is a hobby, right? But like, it's also something I'm really passionate about. So yeah, I definitely feel the pressure, but again, it's just kind of like comes to me. Like, I'm like, oh, that needs to be like a video. It's just changed so much. It's changed so much. I feel like now social media is an entertainment app more than ever before. So I feel like this pressure lately to be more like funny or like show my behind the scenes with Joey or like have them included and stuff, where it used to be like fashion videos. And so I need to kind of get back to my root. get back to the fashion videos. But yeah, there's a pressure all the time for sure.
Well, there's probably a lot of oversaturation with fashion content because anybody can order from Amazon and post their Amazon storefront.
Anybody.
And
I know.
anybody can
Changed.
look good or like make it seem like they look good when not everybody can be funny.
Right.
Not everybody can really be entertaining. People can try, but you have to have certain qualities to be funny and entertaining and engaging.
I think that's where it comes to, where either you really niche down and you're like, no, like I am a fashion page. And you are committed and you're posting knowledgeable fashion hacks along with that, like getting people to stay. Or you completely niche out and you just show all different parts of your life and fashion. Or you stick out with fashion. You have a really cool like sense of style and you're mixing in like cool pieces and you have like a unique setup. And, you know, there's just definitely different ways to do it. But I've always wanted to be kind of like a lifestyle too. But I think, and I love doing hair, but I do think if I had more time during the week, I would be pushing out way better and way more content. Like I feel so guilty if I have a morning that I want to relax. Because I'm like, this is my only 4 hours I could be filming something. And that's where the pressure really is in. Like, I just, I'm always thinking about my time and that I need to be doing content. I need to be doing content.
Even like going to dinner with Joey.
Oh,
do you feel like I need to get a cute picture and post it?
Yeah, all the time.
Yeah. Fashion, I feel like is, I said it was oversaturated, but I also feel like fashion is probably very hard to like grow a genuine audience because I feel like people have their own style. So no matter who you follow, you're not always going to like everything or go to them or, I mean, I am the best dressed class of 2009. So maybe this is just a personal thing, but do you find that people actually would go to your page or go to any fashion influencer's page to like find an outfit idea? Is that something people do?
People literally walk up to me all the time and they're like, I went to your page last week because I didn't know what to wear.
Oh, okay.
I know. And that used to happen to me a lot. And like lately, also with just the way that the Instagram page is different now.
Yeah.
It's more TikTok. So it's like, I used to have like all my little squares of all my fashion looks and like everything was so aesthetic and pretty. And I felt like it could be like a little catalog, where now it's like, okay, you go to my page and it's like some reels, some this, some that. So I feel like maybe lately it's a little different and I've not niched as much. But I think it's girls who are, you know, like, and I think you've told me this, you have a couple of influencers you follow that are the same height or the same, you know, and I do think that that plays into it too. Like, there's a couple of girls I follow that are petite. So I like always go to their page. Where are they buying the like petite pants? Or, so.
It's such a good point because I can follow your page all day long, but I'm at least 2 feet taller than you.
Yeah.
And
I appreciate we have very different styles.
Yeah.
But like I love your style and I feel like I wish I could pull yours off. Yeah, like I can't.
Yeah. So like me, I mean, obviously I'm following you because you're one of my nearest friends, but like people can also follow influencers just because of the entertainment. Maybe they're not actually being influenced.
Yeah.
To like make a purchase, because that's really what influencer means. You're influencing me to purchase something.
Or just to be inspired. Like, I feel like it's just inspiring. Like, you know, I follow a couple of girls that live in Paris, right? Like, I just follow them because their content is so inspiring. Like, those are the locations I want to go when I go to Paris. Those are the outfits. Those are the poses. Like, a lot of times, other girls that want to be content creators are following other content creators for inspo. Like, I would say probably 50% of my following is other content creators, and we get inspired by each other. Like, I'm like, oh, I love that she did that at the coffee shop. Like, oh, she wore like those shoes with that hat. Like, I love that.
Okay, wait, that's a really good point for any business that's trying to like get better at social media.
Yes.
Follow another similar business somewhere else. And get their
engage, talk, like make sure their stuff shows up on your page. Like be interactive with other people in your field. Absolutely. You have to. Like, that's huge. That's huge with any business, I think.
Yeah. Okay, let's go back to the hair business a little bit. A big difference in the hair is that you're serving specific clients and you like have specific appointments, clients. What was the most unexpected thing when you went from commission to renting a chair, meaning you really, that's when you started running your own business?
One of the biggest differences?
No. What was unexpected?
Oh, unexpected. I feel like, so when I was first deciding which to do, my fiance helped me make like a chart, and it was like pros, cons, and then like things that I'll find. And it just, I mean, I feel like it was just unexpected how much flexibility I would have, and you definitely make more money. But unexpected, I think it was like having to do your own taxes, save for that.
That is unexpected.
Not fun. Expected, but just unexpected. Just doing it on your own. Like, I don't hire anyone to do it. So I had to learn how to do it. But I mean, I feel like it was just at that time, it was the perfect move. And nothing really was negative about it. There were like no cons. Like, I remember even in the chart, Joey's like, what are the cons? I'm like, yeah, like nothing. So that was good.
What advice would you give to a 23-year-old that's deciding whether or not she's ready to rent?
Well, what I love, again, about the girlies now is they're renting a chair for 2 days somewhere. Like, that was never an option. Like, salons would make you feel horrible about yourself if you thought you could only rent for 2 days. These girls are paying $50. They're getting behind a chair, and they're doing all these clients, and then they're leaving. Like, that's amazing. So I feel like if you can, I guess, do the math, and if you're, like, take everything that you've earned as a commissioned stylist and take out the 20% for taxes, 20% for your product, and like look at those numbers based on what you're giving taxes wise and to that owner, you're gonna realize like you're ready and just make the jump. Just do it.
For someone that doesn't know this industry, if you are a commission-based stylist at a salon, what is about average if you do a $500 service?
You would give the owner on average 60%. Okay. And I think if you work your way up, you maybe get 50%. Like, that's really good.
Okay.
I think 50% is like the cap. Because those business owners, they're buying so much product, honestly. Like, it is a lot of work. I'm not saying they don't deserve it, and they're giving you clients, they're doing your marketing. Like,
they're staffing reception.
They're educating you. Like, they're stocking the fridge. Like, on some occasions, I might say that that's better for you. But I'm business driven. I don't like to be managed at all. Like, I hate it. So for me, it just so outweighed all of that. Like, to make my own schedule, to like have my own products, choose everything was so much more worth it to me.
This is a loaded question. How do you, and this is for both hair and content creation, how do you handle burnout? And when do you know you're really burned out?
There are days that I literally cannot get up, and I'm just like, my body is telling me I need a rat day. And what I've learned to do in my 30s is just commit to the rat day. Like, don't feel so guilty. Like, I'll feel guilty if I didn't commit to it. But if I get up and I'm like, I can just feel I am burnt out, like, and I get very burnt out doing hair. And then, I won't even force myself to try to do content because it won't be good. It won't be genuine. It just won't be, authentic. So I will just commit to that rat day, like, truly just not get ready, do a workout, shower, and just be done and just chill.
So you do disconnect from both on occasion.
Maybe not looking at my phone, but
well, you're answering your texts on those days.
Those are the days I might answer you.
Because hair is so much more saturated than it used to be. Would you agree with that?
Yeah.
What do you do? And it's hard to ask this question because, like, your clients are just simply never leaving you. Somebody that's newer coming into it, like, what would you tell them to do to stand out?
Oh, yeah. You got to be on social media.
Oh.
You got to be on social media. You got to be on social media, and you need to be showcasing your work. And my advice to you is pick a Saturday or whatever day and get 3 models and let them know you're doing it for, whatever, either free or 70%, something crazy. And they're at your will. You're going to have tripods, you're going to have cameras, and you need to get used to using a tripod and using your camera. And unfortunately, you need to either take a course or just learn social media, whatever that means to you, and get used to it and bring those models in and have a whole day that you're practicing and learning. And then split those pieces of content up for a month and then do it again the next month. you really need to be on social media, unfortunately. And I know people hate to say that, but there's definitely ways to grow without it. But I feel like right now people want to see not only your work, but they want to know who's behind the chair doing it. Like, you want to show your personality, have little clips of you doing it. And I think, again, my biggest advice is if you're like, oh, I'm not good at social media and I'm never going to be, like, no, buy the equipment, take a course, bring your family members in, make your family do it. Like, even if you don't ever use that content, even if you don't use it, like, you have to start practicing how to use it.
Another thing that we try to do is I call our idea pot of, like, if you think of something, write it down in the idea pot. And even if we don't make this content right now, when we're like needing content, we can go back to the pot and pull something out of the pot.
So true.
And I think that's good to, like, have, you know, bringing in family members, bringing in friends, and just doing a whole big content day. And that's actually good advice for any business owner for social media is, like, just plan a big day that, like, you and your team come in, get lunch. You know, everybody's camera ready. I tell the girls we're filming a reel, so you have to be camera ready. I don't want to hear anyone saying, like, oh, I'm in sweatpants today. No, you're going to be camera ready. And then just film a bunch of shit and put it in your pot, and you can use it and go back. And
even B-roll.
Yeah. Okay. So share how you would do B-roll to somebody that doesn't do a lot with social media now.
So B-roll content is extremely important, especially now. I feel like everyone should be doing B-roll content. So B-roll is basically where you just have little clips of different angles of different things. You could be in it, you could not be in it. So a good B-roll would be like, you're getting up in the morning, you're making your coffee, you're throwing in some laundry, right? But you don't say, here's how I woke up this morning. I threw my laundry in and then I did, and you're saying what someone's viewing. You have that B-roll content so that when you think, oh, I'm going to tell the story about whatever, you can voice over a story over that B-roll and it's still your authentic content. So I feel like it's important to have. And then also when a trend pops up, you might be like, oh, I already have footage of me making a coffee. I'm going to use that. Or like the other day I was doing bachelorette like outfits and stuff. And I just said to myself, I'm going to also just film the dress from far away. I'm going to film me looking through the clothes. I used to just show all my outfits, but I feel like visuals are really important now. So I'm going to have, like, if I'm telling a story, I'm going to have that random footage of me looking through my clothes. I might use it in a month or two when I'm telling a story about something else bachelorette related. Or so I feel like even if you don't use it right away, it's just good to have a folder of all your B-roll of, like, little things that you do throughout the day that are authentic to you.
I think people respond well to that because it's like reality TV uses a lot of B-roll. And so we're so used to, like, let's just, like, kind of sit and observe somebody living their life. And that's what B-roll is. It's just like unstructured content. Okay. What's one product in your bathroom you would never give up?
I love my First Aid Beauty Cleanser.
First Aid?
First Aid Beauty Cleanser.
Okay, that's the brand. Is that face wash cleanser? Yeah. Okay. One you pretend to use but never do.
I have a black face mask that takes all your pores, pulls out the impurities, and I always think I'm going to use it, but you have to wash your face again after, so it just sits there, and then it will get hard. And I'll throw it out and I'll buy it again.
Why?
It's crazy.
You want to use it so bad.
Because Joey and I will use it one time. Yeah. Because I know it's important to have, but I just,
Okay, so this is two parts. Who's your dream client to do hair on? So you're doing their hair. It could be a celebrity. It could be someone you know.
Oh, that's hard. A dream client. I should know this quickly.
It's okay if you don't.
I feel like my dream client is someone that's like, do whatever you want. I'm going to on a runway show or something like that. And I really get creative freedom. Because I used to do content days where I would bring people in and I would do like runway looks on them. So I feel like that would be fun, like working a runway. I like high energy, high pressure.
Yeah, I could see you doing that. And you have such a good energy. You'd probably make all the models so happy.
I'm most creative when I'm under pressure. And that's with every situation.
That's huge. That's such a rare skill.
Yeah.
Okay. Who is like another influencer you would really want to create content with? Yeah. Not a celebrity, just a like.
Well, I have two of my favorite influencers are Delaney Childs. I've been obsessed with her for like 10 years. And Julia Havens. And I feel like I've grown up with them. We're all the same age. And like, Julia and Delaney are very different, but I just have always been inspired by their content. So I feel like it'd be so fun to do something with them.
Oh, cute. Have you ever DM'd them?
Yeah, I met
Really?
Julia.
Yeah, I remember that.
And then Delaney, she's wrote back. Julia's wrote back. Like, I mean, I don't DM them a lot, but
you're not best friends.
we're not.
Are they coming to your wedding?
I talk about them like we are. I'm like, did you see Delaney's post? Did you see Julia?
Delaney's off doing a podcast somewhere talking about you.
Oh my God. I call Sierra, I call Shannon. I'm like, did you hear about this? Like, yeah, we're obsessed with them. But
what's one piece of advice you'd give to every client in your hair chair?
I would tell them to keep your protein nourished.
Oh, speaking of, great plug.
No,
with Nexus.
Nexus. No, I just worked on a UGC campaign with Nexus, and guys, the product is so amazing. But
in the video, you're actually washing and blowing out your hair live.
Yeah,
and it's like there's no like secret behind the scenes. Like you really use this on your hair, blew it out, and it looks so
good,
amazing.
I actually used it once before just to like test it out, and I was like, my hair has not felt like this in months. But yeah, a big thing with that product is really it's just hydration. So you want to not over proteinize your hair, which is a huge thing that everyone did with Olaplex. Like everyone was over proteinizing their hair. So
putting too much protein product in it.
So this doesn't have protein in it. It just has moisture in it. So you want to, hair is keratin and keratin, which is protein, and moisture together. So you want to make sure that you're adding the hydration to your protein, which is what I'm getting at. So keeping a really hydrated routine is so important. You don't want to be like a lot of girls skip conditioning their hair or they don't do the root. And I'm like, you have
I don't do the root.
You have to.
Because their hair is going to get greasy.
Because your scalp is still skin and it's still hair. So what I recommend is like lather it good, really get it up in the scalp, and then rinse it out really good. You will not it will not get greasy. I promise. Like I tell my girls, like open up your hair, like get the back really good. So just keeping your hair hydrated is so important.
Besides Nexus, what shampoo do you use like regularly?
So I'm always using Awapui, Paul Mitchell. Shout out to my friend Lisa. She has always had me on it because it balances your pH. Okay. So it has the exact amount of protein and moisture that you need. Oh, so I love that because it's like no brainer. You just use the two. Yeah. And you have a good balance. So I've been kind of tried and true to that, but like sometimes my hair will get where I'm like, it's not doing the things it was. More. So I'll do like one detox and then I'll try something else for like a week or two. But Awapui's been my
So a detox would be you're using a clarifying shampoo in between. Do you have one of those you really like?
Paul Mitchell too. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I know. Kind of a old school brand, but I love them.
UGC for Paul Mitchell.
Paul Mitchell. Hit me up.
What is an overrated beauty trend?
Oh, I'm going to hurt some people with this, but like lash extensions.
I had a really dark time with lash extensions where I just got them one time. And then the next time I went and I'm like, do a little more. And the next time I went, I was like, do a little more. And then now I look back on pictures and my eyes are like this because the lashes were so heavy.
Yeah. And I get why girls get addicted.
Yeah. They're really addicting to the point where you don't realize how many are on your eyes.
Yeah.
Especially if you just keep adding.
I know.
They get really bad.
And there's not a lot of good alternatives, really.
No.
Like, I love a good strip, but I can do it in 5 seconds. Like, now they are coming out with the ones that go underneath. I don't know if you've seen them, but they're like self-adhesive and so there's two kinds. One that you can just plug underneath and they last that day and then they're off, which is healthier. But then there's another version right now that you put them underneath and then you apply a glue and it sticks for a whole week. But the reason I don't like that is the glue doesn't give your eyelashes enough room to breathe. So you might not get that second cycle of growth. So I'm no expert. I really don't really know what I'm talking about, but I do know that if you like have all that product on your eyes, it's different than lash extensions because those shed. You know what I mean?
They shed, but even like the removal of them, like to get them all to naturally just leave your eyelashes, it would be months and months and months. But like you will get to a point where so many are shedding and then you just rip the rest out. It's just
because you don't want to look like kooky.
But I totally agree. Like did you watch Love Island? You don't watch Love Island. The one girl on Love Island, Huda, her eyelashes. Really, every girl that's on like a younger reality TV, like Netflix, Perfect Match. I was just watching Love Island, all those younger shows. Their eyelashes all look so bad. They're so heavy. They're so thick. They're drooping into their eyes.
Tough. I get why they do it though, because the other option is no lashes or getting up early, but you're on set. I mean, when are you going to do that?
Right.
You can't. Like, I would get lashes too if that were the case. Like, you'd almost rather look crazy.
Yeah.
Lashes.
And then there's lash lifts, which I love a lash lift, but they last like a week. And then you have one up, one down, one sideways, one this way as your lashes grow out. So those are hard too.
Yeah.
Okay. What is a marketing strategy you're tired of seeing?
I feel like certain trends that are just so overdone. Like after a week, I'm just like, okay.
You know, it was the maybe you have this. I'll tell you mine and then tell me yours. Okay. The worst viral thing ever that like I cannot get out of my head is when Bernie Sanders was sitting in that folding chair.
Yes, I remember that.
It still to this day pops up on stuff. Like,
no way.
Enough.
Wait, really?
Yes.
Yeah. Sometimes people just beat it to death. And it's just like, I mean, is it a marketing strategy? Yeah. But sometimes it's just like, you just hear that same audio over and over and over. And again, you're not probably getting a good turnover of clients or customers or whatever.
Yeah. So. Do you have one like that comes to mind? That you
the Jet 2 holiday just recently was just over the top. But I kind of liked the audio. So.
What do you think is something that clients don't realize ever?
I think clients don't realize that they could be washing their hair better.
Oh, okay. Tell us.
And like kind of what I was just saying, like it's such an underrated thing, but a lot of people are washing their hair wrong, and I'll remind them how to do it. And then like 3 months later, they'll come back.
Could you remind all of us listening?
Yes. So like my advice is, get your hair really, really, really wet before you put the shampoo, like just soaked. And then, because if you're getting it somewhat wet and then you're throwing the shampoo over it, like you're not realizing it's not going to set up as much as it needs to. And because you're not realizing that, you just wash it off and continue on with your conditioner. If your hair's not like setting up really well, it wasn't wet enough, or you need to shampoo it again. Especially my thick-haired girlies. I'm like, if you need to do a quick shampoo and then a real shampoo, that's fine. So double cleanse if you need to. And then again, get that conditioner all over and just really get it in your scalp and like massage your skin, because good hair comes from the scalp and you need to keep it hydrated. So I feel like that's just a little kind of underrated thing. And then again, wash the conditioner out really well. Take your time, open up your hair, like, let the water really get on the whole scalp, and then you won't get that grease. And it also just levels out your pH.
I always say you give the best blowout because of the way you wash my hair.
It. Yeah. It's so underrated.
Yeah. It's not about how you style it. You style it great, but like something about the way you really just scrub my hair.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think because I have thick curly hair, I like know.
So you know what it's like. All right. I'm going to give you two options. You got to pick one.
Okay.
Dry shampoo or messy bun on a dirty hair
bun.
day. Messy bun. Root touch up or bold chop?
More fun. Bold chop.
Well, tell me about the last bold chop you've done.
I just did one last week.
I thought so.
My client came in and she was like, I'm going to donate to like SeaWorld. And I was like, what?
Oh, SeaWorld.
Yeah, it was something like a marine something. It's really cool. So they use the hair. They like knot it up into these like, I don't know. They look like hot dogs, okay? And they put them into the water and it soaks up the oil from the ocean.
Interesting.
Yeah. And she said that they're really useful for the animals. So I was like, oh, we're chopping it? She was like, yeah, like 9 or 10 inches.
The world has too much information.
Yeah.
That is like a perfect example of.
Yeah. And I wasn't ready. So, when you do that, you have to like section it off and do all the things. And I was like, oh, I didn't know I was doing this today, but it was really fun.
Wow. Okay.
That's great. Shout out, Christina.
Beach waves or silk press?
Beach waves.
Okay. Would you rather have a client schedule really, really early in the morning? To me, that would be 8 o'clock, 7 o'clock or 8 o'clock.
Yeah.
Or
who's coming before that?
Yeah. Or somebody tried to get in at the last minute.
Oh, early.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because then I'll go to bed knowing I have to get up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Set my expectation for the day.
Instagram or TikTok?
Instagram right now.
Why?
I'm trying to lead more into the TikTok world. because it's just what I'm used to. I'm a millennial. I mean, I grew up on Instagram. It's like my number. It's also my baby. I worked so hard and authentically gained 30,000 followers. So it's like I try to be.
How many do you have on TikTok?
I just really took it seriously, so I have like less than 3,000.
Okay.
And again, I'm trying to do that completely authentically as well. So it's hard to get the eyes sometimes.
Yeah. Blunt bob or curtain bangs?
Curtain bangs. I'm a bang girl.
I was gonna say that bangs are the beauty trend I wish would die forever. I don't think anybody has ever looked better with bangs.
I love doing a good bang.
I know.
But here's the thing. It might not be that. I just don't think anyone styled them right either.
They're hard to style,
They're hard to style.
And I'm probably just a hater because I have a colic right here. And so bangs never really worked for me, even though I tried.
Yeah. I love bangs.
Would you rather have time in your hair studio or a content day?
Content day.
Oh, wow. Fast answer.
I know. Well, because it's like I don't really get it.
So this is probably the same exact answer. But if you were going to be paid equally from both, would you be a hairstylist or would you be a content creator? Think about this hard.
I know that's horrible because, like, I love them both so much. Like, I really do. I am so grateful for my hairdressing career. But I think because I don't have a lot of time doing content creation and I really do enjoy it, I would love to have the extra time. So it's like...
But that is solitude.
Right.
And your hair is like people all day.
I know.
And it's really mostly your friends.
Right. I love them both. Don't make me choose.
Okay. Red lip or nude gloss?
Nude gloss.
Red boots or nude gloss?
Red boots and red gloss, actually.
Okay. All right. Give me one business tip for anybody running any type of business.
Learn social media.
Okay. So I normally ask for one sales tip, but I don't think you're very salesy on purpose, at least. I think you just have very, very strong relationships with people, so they'll trust anything you say. Like, you could sell anything to anybody, but it doesn't feel like you're selling because you're just a close friend recommending. So for you, I'm going to ask you, what is one client relationship tip to build strong relationships with clients?
I would say give them true and tangible at-home tips.
Oh.
Yeah, like help them with their exact hair and something they could do. Like, I feel like that is the main reason I have kept all of my clients. Like, I give them tangible homework for their hair type, their hair texture, tricks, tips, like little ways to part their hair instead, or like, you know, easier ways to curl their hair, like what to use, what not to use. Like, I don't oversell. And I actually wish I was better at selling stuff, but I don't. Like, if they don't need it, I usually don't push it. So I feel like those are the few reasons that people would really stay.
That's good also, too, because, like, no matter what you say to somebody, you could give them the best hair advice in the world, and you do. No one's going to do their hair the way you do. So, like, even though I could try and go home and do, like, use my Nexus and wash my hair really well, like, you're still going to do it better. So I'd rather just come to you anyways. What is next for you?
Wedding.
Yay! Tell us where you're at with it.
So we're in that limbo stage where we're just like making down payments and like nothing's really planned. Like, I'm still in the Pinterest board, you know, era of this. I'm excited, but I'm nervous.
You're doing a destination wedding.
Yes, doing destination in Mexico, in Puerto Vallarta. I'm excited to be in this era. Like, I really love it so much being in the bridal era. I'm trying to like milk it. I'm trying to enjoy it. I'm trying to recognize it and be present in it. And like, but also I know that I will be excited when it's over. I can just already sense it. Because right now it's taking up every inkling of my brain.
I remember Aaron said to me on our wedding day, this was so special and sweet, because I was like so hyped up for the wedding and like just so excited about it. And I think he knew I was going to be like sad that it was over. Yeah. So he kept all day being like, this is just the beginning. Like, this isn't over. Like, we're actually just getting started with all this fun. And I was like, that is so true. The wedding is not an ending. It's a beginning.
I know. It's so true.
Because you do get so into the planning and like so focused on the day and is it going to be perfect and this, that, and the other thing that you're forgetting like, wait, I'm doing all this because you get to be married to Joey.
Yeah. And then you can start your life and have different goals.
Yeah.
I think that's what we're excited about. Like we have some goals that like we're not going to be able to achieve this year right now. Like, we're just so hyper focused on our wedding. So, but I'm just so excited about the wedding. So that's fun.
Okay. If you could leave the listeners, there's like 2 or 3 million listeners on average every week.
At least.
So if you could leave them with with one truth about business, what would it be? Whether it's hair, content, insurance,
I think
marketing.
What I would say is solve a problem.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the perfect advice.
Solve a problem. I would say, whenever someone solves someone's problem, that's when you make it, you know?
That's actually a very tried and true sales tip. See, that's why like you sell without even really selling. You didn't even like consider that sales. You were just, that's how you are. Okay. Where can the millions of people follow you?
So I don't want to get like, too many followers here, but you can follow me at Mary Dominique on everything. 2 E's at the end because someone took Mary Dominique with 1 E.
Do we know her?
I have reached out.
No, you haven't.
Oh, yeah.
You have?
Yeah. I'm like, hey, girl, you don't post at all. Like, can I please take your name? Like, all she would have to do is switch her name.
Wow.
Yeah.
That actually happened to me with Uptown Marketing. The person
Really?
that has Uptown Marketing just like that never posts.
It's like a stat, or maybe they got locked out. Or,
yeah. So I'm stuck with this underscore in between Uptown and Marketing
like
because
the 2 E's.
Yeah.
I think another thing you could do is spam report the account and try and get it taken down.
Oh, that's a good
But
idea.
I'm not sure it would work.
Have you tried that?
I haven't tried it, but because I also feel bad. Like, does she use it? Spam her, please.
Spam her right now.
Her name is just Mary Dominique. Everyone spam her.
Report. Oh, well, thank you for joining me for my first comeback.
So fun.
Yeah, we can do it again. I actually think I want to talk more about like the algorithm and like more dig into social media analytics. Because that's something
I want to hear more about that from you too. So like, I need to learn your end of it.
Yeah.
I think it's so important. It's really where the world's heading. So
I know we were just saying on the way here that like a lot of people don't realize still that social media is a business. It's an economy, really.
It is. And there's endless opportunities for you and for everyone. And I think take it serious. Yeah.
Take it serious. Yeah. I totally agree
if you're trying to run a business.
Yeah. All right. Well, thank you.
Thank you.
We'll see you next time.
Bye.